fuck yeah, Zelda. Oh my god, look at that little bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cissy Boys podcast.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
What's going on?
Did you guys watch the trailer for They/Them? They/Them?
No, is that a movie?
Are you familiar with this?
No.
Oh, it's a horror film starring Kevin Bacon, and he is operating a conversion therapy camp, and the counselors start killing the kids, and it's called They/Them. They/Them.
As in slasher pick?
Well, it's like they kill them.
They slash
but
them.
like the premise, the main character is a non-binary actor who they're like, boys go over here and girls go over there, and they're like, but what about me?
Lewis, he's
What's
having
happening?
some troubles. Everything's just falling down over there.
Do you think it's funny to make a mess, or
Do you think it's funny to fuck up the podcast
Why
while
do you-
Matt was describing a movie?
you just,
Yeah, my
you come
leaf
back-
is definitely bent.
You come
It's
back
okay.
from Europe and you're like, oh, American.
Yeah,
You
we
start-
pay you good no money for this.
You listens to Limp Bizkit one time.
So is the premise of the movie that conversion therapy is good or bad?
Bad.
I hope it's good.
It's got to be bad.
Yeah, well, the counselors at the conversion therapy are killing the gay kids who refuse to
okay.
convert.
Right.
So I would guess that if the movie is against murder, then I would say that it's probably showing conversion therapy to not be good.
You never know these days.
I feel like you don't have to kill a kid in that movie to show conversion therapy is not good.
And it's a fun
It's already not good.
extremist way of illustrating a point, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
It's just a funny movie to write, to be like, I'm going to make a movie
My friend
that
who
talks about how conversion therapy is bad.
Is there still, is conversion therapy still going on? That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah, it's still
Damn,
going
that's
on.
sad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, it is crazy.
It must have
that-
slowed down a little bit.
I mean, honestly, nowadays, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Because they've always been like isolated communities of people that do it. Like,
It's so
always
funny
been,
though,
you know.
because all the counselors are always gay
Yeah.
Right. Of course.
and not hot.
You've seen that that one clip of the like healing pastor who brings the one guy on stage and he is like, I'm not gay no more. Yeah. I'm not gay. I love women.
Because he's saying it like a pastor in a black church would say it. Where he's
Yeah.
like, I'm not gay no more.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa! And like the organ hits in between
Right.
each word he does. So he's like,
Actually,
I don't like men. Like,
Right.
yeah. No, it's one of the funniest videos
It's
on earth.
the best. It's the best. It gets me high. I listen to that in the morning.
It's maybe the gayest video I've ever seen.
It's one of the gay. Well,
Yeah.
that's why it's like you should not only be gay, you should be like a performer.
And he's trying to he's trying to not be gay and
maybe this
perform.
is his
Right.
in to like performing.
Right? He's on Drag Race next season.
I'm still not gay. He's like, finally, another straight man on Drag Race.
Yeah, finally, a straight cis man could be
They
on
should
Drag Race.
have a Christian drag queen.
Yeah, a Christian, but
He's like drag king.
just
but
dresses up like Mary Magdalene and shit.
right,
Or just Jesus.
and just mops up.
Yeah.
Just cannot stop dancing. Is the funniest person in the
yeah,
world.
destroys the competition.
Destroys the competition. It would be so funny.
The only way to convert people to Christianity or Islam or Judaism or any of that is to slay.
Oh my god.
That's true. If you hit the slay
What?
button,
Oh my god.
if you hit the slay button, they will automatically.
you're gonna
convert.
take up time in the podcast for that.
Think of people who
You're gonna
have
run
slayed.
ISO. You're gonna run ISO, and you're gonna do a big setup for that.
That's why Christians love Santa Claus, because Santa slays.
I'm just saying. That
See, now I expect that sort of thing from Matt. Well, Matt just did his own, but what is? Come on.
I just feel like Osama Bin Laden was serving cunt.
See, that's better.
Don't you
That's
think
better.
so? That he was like absolutely slaying
Oh my
the Twin
god.
Towers.
He 9/11 the house down boots.
Like when he did
What-
9/11, people were like, "Go off."
I don't know any of these words, by the way.
Boots?
I don't know boots. I don't know serving cunt. Completely passed me by.
If you're cunt, like you want to look cunt.
You want to look
I don't
cunt.
think that answered the question for Dan.
Right,
or
that
a lot
did
of
it.
people.
No,
It's
I
like
get it.
a-
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
gotta
It's
get
a
it.
vibe thing.
You're looking cunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Osama
It's
Bin
like,
Laden.
damn, she's cunt.
yeah.
Osama Bin Laden
I
was
feel
like
cunt.
till the day he was found and murdered. And even in that last moment, he tried to shoot back. Like that's serving.
Was
cunt.
he shooting back?
I think he had a gun in the room and he picked it
In
up.
that moment,
I don't-
was
I
it
mean,
recorded?
They like busted in.
In that moment when he actually died 10 years ago, but they pretended like they were still hunting him.
They just did it.
The crisis actor playing Osama Bin Laden was serving cunt.
Wasn't he killed on like Thanksgiving or something? I was at like a family party, I think, for like Thanksgiving.
It was right when I remember I was in college and everyone had just gotten back from Thanksgiving and we were in like the lobby basement. We were all there, and but a who went to college with us, she stands up and she goes, "Everybody, Osama Bin Laden has been killed." And all of us start dying, and we make fun of her to this day about it because everyone was just like, "I'm sorry, do you work for the UN?"
Yeah.
Like, it's like we all read the news.
Are you a Marine?
Attention, 17-year-olds.
It was just like,
perpetrator of 9/11 has been killed under the Obama administration.
everybody, Osama Bin Laden has been killed. We're all like, yeah, we all read the news today.
Yeah.
It's like we're talking about
We
it.
we waited for your announcement
So
to make
funny.
it official.
She thought she was John Cena.
Thank you for convening. Oh, yeah.
I love her so much. She's the best.
You know what video he's talking about, right, with John Cena?
No.
He announced it during a WWE show.
Dude, can you
And the
imagine?
announcement, a very similar wording to that.
Could you imagine? No, it's very different wording.
I
We
thought
have
he said,
compromised to a permanent end Osama Bin Laden.
sorry. I just remember being serious.
Yeah, it was. I mean, of course it was serious. What's he gonna do?
I guess what I mean is like a bombastic, like very,
Oh, right.
like, I don't know if enigmatic is the word, but very.
Dude,
like,
imagine
a
how
heavy
cool.
statement.
I would have paid. I'm not kidding. $1,000 to be at that WWE.
Just for
Do you
those,
know
like,
how
5
much
minutes.
love there must have been at that stadium? How many men who've never hugged a man before hugged a man at that?
and not truly knowing why,
No.
you know?
No.
Yeah, I guess it was a feeling that like we did it, and
Well,
like now things are gonna be good.
Osama bin Laden was the ultimate heel, I guess. If you think
Yeah,
about
you
it.
could look at it that way.
He's a total heel.
I don't know that word.
Like villain in like WWE, they call him a heel.
Yeah, they call those heels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's heels. There's works. A work is like a guy who's made to be like beaten. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, there's a lot of
sad.
interesting-
Is there a famous work?
There's not a lot of famous works. No.
Doesn't seem like it.
But
Just get their
there's
ass
like
kicked.
well-known works, but none of them are like the quote-unquote famous WWE guys. The Rock, Goldberg. The Rock was a heel, I think. But like The Rock.
The Rock was a heel?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I would think he would be the good guy.
No.
I was the work at our high school basketball team. They would send me in to foul out.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, I broke a guy's
No,
nose.
that's called being a goon.
Really?
That's even better. Yeah, you're a goon.
In
They
sports
literally
terms.
I would just swing elbows and hurt people.
Yeah, there are guys
I
like
was only
that.
good at rebounding.
There are guys like that in hockey, but it's much more direct, where they hire those guys to get into fights and to like fuck up other good players on the team.
That's what I was sent in to do.
Exactly, yeah. In hockey,
For-
it's just
in the
like
name
a
of God.
weirdly established.
In the name
oh,
of Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
He was
Christianity.
a heel.
Damn,
The
that is
Rock,
so
but he was
interesting.
incredibly popular as a heel, which is why he was so polarized.
Because it was
He was a very popular heel. And then if you're a good guy like John Cena, you're a face.
Oh,
John Cena's a face.
Chris Benoit.
I don't know if Chris Benoit I think was a heel.
Who is
No,
that?
he was a face, I think.
Oh, he was a face
until he became the ultimate
he
heel.
made what's called a heel turn.
He made a heel turn, which was killing his wife and children, then hanging himself off of a Bowflex.
Right.
Is that a real
Or
thing?
did
that
he hang
did?
his child off of a Bowflex?
No, he hung himself off.
Is
of
that
He
a-
hung his
that's-
children,
He did
too,
that
though.
not on stage.
No, this was
this
at
was
his-
a
this was at his
real.
home.
He had
okay.
CTE. Oh, it's so funny that a lot of
Conversion
people.
therapy?
Yeah, conversion.
Extremist?
Conversion therapy.
Energy. He had some big CTE, some big
Yeah.
conversion therapy energy.
Damn, there's a lot of people in comedy with CTE.
What does
Yeah.
CTE stand for?
I think it's a medical term, but it's traumatic, like head injury.
You
stuff.
get it from...
Oh, he was like his brain wasn't working properly.
His brain wasn't working properly.
Aaron Hernandez had that, and they only found that out because you can only check for CTE after
After you
people
die.
die, because you have to cut their brain open, and it's like a growth. I think I think you can like
Aaron
actually see
Chronic
Hernandez.
traumatic encephalopathy.
I definitely have that. Aaron Hernandez was the basketball player,
football.
and he killed people.
His wife,
There was a girl.
right? His wife.
Yeah, there was this girl
It's
who
just called wife killing.
in
syndrome.
my high school who had a huge crush on Aaron Hernandez pre-murders. She was like, he's the hottest guy in the world. I fucking love him. Like, she was truly obsessed with Aaron Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was in college when the murder allegations came out about Aaron Hernandez.
That's his
and
alibi.
I had forgotten about her. So then years later, I thought back and I put two and two together and I was like, oh, wait, she was a huge fan of Aaron Hernandez. And then he was accused of murder. I wonder what her posts were like in that period of time. And I went back. First one, free Aaron. Just a black square with free Aaron. Pre-black square,
She
right?
did a black square?
Black square, but just says free Aaron on it. And I was like, that's really funny. Maybe it was tongue-in-cheek. The next one, her protesting outside of the courthouse with a group of other people begging for the release of Aaron Hernandez.
That's really sad.
Because she thought he was hot. She was protesting outside of a obvious murderer. A cold-blooded murderer.
It was on camera.
It's crazy.
Hot people, hot privilege.
Hot privilege,
people,
baby.
hot privilege.
He killed himself, right?
I think so.
I think he killed himself in jail.
This is a
He
very similar parallel.
Did you see
to
what
that
her-
guy.
CTE causes or is the inciting factor, a lot of people think, for a lot of suicides. Yeah, traumatic head injuries can be linked to a lot of that sort of stuff.
What do you think her posts were about after hearing that he killed himself? Do you think she was like, "This is a dark day"?
Yeah, this is sad.
For my
I'm
pussy.
gonna have to now, jerk masturbate to old
No,
photos.
she was like, Aaron Hernandez did not kill himself.
Yeah,
This was
yeah,
an
yeah.
inside job.
He was killed by the federal government.
Hillary Clinton killed Aaron Hernandez in jail.
Yeah, for sure. What about Goldberg? Was he a face?
Goldberg was a face. Goldberg's whole thing, I think, was that he never lost.
That's
This was a guy who won a lot.
That's a cool thing to
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
That's a pretty cool thing to
Well, the
have.
fights are
Actually.
like planned out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like his story.
Wait,
arc.
what?
Wait, what? What's he talking about?
I never watch wrestling, by the way. This is all stuff because for some reason stand-up comedians got way into wrestling at some point,
Yeah.
and then I hear them talk about it, so
We're
I
all
know all this.
performers.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about? Did you watch Army of the Dead? Is
Yes,
that
of course.
The casino movie.
You
Wait,
mean
no.
my in-laws?
Army of the Dead? Not the Bruce Campbell movie?
I think I'm saying it's the Zack Snyder film about the guys who go into Las Vegas and they're killing zombies to get this money that's in this casino.
Oh, I have no idea. That sounds
Do you know
awesome.
what I'm talking
though.
about, Lewis? What's it called?
Why would they need
Our
money
friend
if
Ben
it's
worked
a
on it. What's it
zombie
called?
apocalypse?
That's a great question.
Wait,
Oh.
is that? Can I? Why do they need money if they're in a zombie apocalypse?
It's all the zombies have been quarantined to Las Vegas. So there was an outbreak and they quarantine all of them to Las Vegas. And so everything else is operating normally, but there's all this money still in Las Vegas. So like a team is formed. This is the movie that
All the zombies are like, we're not taking the zombie vaccine.
We're not taking.
We're not taking that goddamn
Yeah,
vaccine.
exactly. They didn't take the monkeypox vax. This is the movie that Chris D'Elia starred in and was CGI face replaced by Tig Notaro.
I didn't know that at
Do
all.
you know about this?
I remember Tig.
This
being,
is a $300 million budget film.
I-
Zack Snyder, the director of 300 and Batman, the Justice League.
Yeah. Another
he directed
comic-
a movie called Army of the Dead. It's on Netflix. It's really fun, and a ton of A-list actors are in it.
Wait,
Chris
it was
D'Elia-
starring Chris D'Elia.
No, it's an ensemble of like 8 people.
Oh, okay.
They like form a team like Ocean's 11. It's like, we're going to break in. And Chris D'Elia was like the pilot who's going to fly them all into Las Vegas. All the D'Elia accusations came out. They delayed production. They delayed releasing the film. And scene for scene, they replaced Chris D'Elia's face with Tig Notaro.
So it just looks like Tig is like a foot taller than she is. Like, have
they
you
did
seen
it
it? Does it-
really well. I mean,
Yeah.
he has the best graphics team in the world.
Yeah, of course.
You're not
It's
better than
seamless.
me.
You can't tell, but it's Chris. Like Tig Notaro did all of her scenes alone, just in a green screen.
Oh my
Is she
god.
good in it?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I think they also cut a lot of his footage.
Yeah, of course they did.
But
They
it's
have
just, it's hilarious that they replaced.
Damn, it is fucking crazy. Like, and it's a good thing now, but you can tell now why Hollywood protected these people for so long, because it's like they have just so much invested in them.
I mean, that
They're
I'm
businesses.
sure that
Yeah.
that probably costs. I don't even know the numbers. What, like 20 million just to
Yeah, at least.
It would cost so much money just to. You would have to redo so much of it.
Yeah.
What's the lead actor in that film's called? Army of the Dead. The reason I brought it up was because I was wondering if he was a WWE guy. He's like a musclehead, just like.
Oh, is
Dude,
it Dave
I
Bautista?
knew it was Dave Bautista. That's
He's the
crazy.
man.
He's
Was
definitely
he
in that movie.
WWE?
Yeah, I think he's like a professional wrestler.
Okay, I was
He's a
wondering.
nice
he
guy.
seemed like he
I
would.
think. For some reason in my head, he's a nice guy.
They're gonna have to CGI him pretty soon. They're gonna have to put you in.
That would be awesome.
And then my Harry Potter stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Then I'm off of it.
Oh, Matt, you had something to say about what we were talking about last episode, right?
Oh, yeah. Last week, we were talking about nostalgia. And have you ever seen the film Midnight in Paris?
No.
Have you?
Isn't that
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
R.I.P. It's a Woody Allen film. It won Best Screenplay in, I think, like 2011 or 12. Owen Wilson, Rachel McAdams, none of that's relevant. But the premise of the film is that Owen Wilson is in Paris, and at midnight, he's able to travel back in time to like 1950s Paris, I believe. And when he's there, he meets Marion Cotillard and like F. Scott Fitzgerald and like all these like cool writers, and probably getting the timeline wrong. But he falls in love with it, and like during the day, he's back in 2012 Paris with his fiance Rachel McAdams, and he like can't stand it, and he hates modern technology and everything.
I have to fuck Rachel McAdams.
I know.
Oh no, I'm back. I have to fuck Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, I realize they're both in Wedding
I
Crashers.
have to text her to find out when we're gonna fuck.
So every night he'll go back to midnight, and at midnight he'll go back to 1950s Paris, and he's in love with it, and he wants
What a fucking loser.
So he wants to live there so badly in that time period.
Grow up.
And
I was meant to be born in 1950.
it's exactly it. Where he's like, I wish I was like this. He's a writer, and he's like, I wish I was just.
I wish I was around the time black people got treated like absolute dog shit.
So yeah, I don't think there's any black people in the movie. But it's a Woody Allen film. So when he's there, he falls in love with Marion. What were you gonna say, Lewis?
1920s.
Oh, he's there in 1920s. Okay.
It's even worse.
Worse for black people. So Marion Cotillard, who he falls in love with, she also finds out that she's able to do the same thing. So she lives in 1920s, but she wants to go back to the 1880s. And it was even worse for black people.
It's just a movie of how far back can we go until we're just like in the antebellum South.
I want to see slavery. I want to live in that time.
Yeah, fuck that. That sucks. I hate that way more than anything,
Well,
because it paints this picture of like different versions of, like, it wasn't always shitty. Like, people weren't always fucking unhappy and shitty to each other. It's how it's always been.
The point of that movie, though, is that no matter what, the point of that film is that everyone, no matter what time period they were in, they always glorify the past. So he's like, if only I could be in the 1920s, everything would be perfect. She lives in the 1920s, and she like, I just miss the way it was in the 1880s.
That makes sense.
And it's just like, no one will ever be satisfied with where they are. We all have this desire for an existence that we'll never have.
Do you remember back in the day where you could just tell people that you can put 6 Krispy Kreme donuts on your cock?
Oh, that is true.
That was
People
so
believed
good.
you.
Remember back in the
only-
day when you could just be in the lobby of a dorm room and just announce everyone that Osama Bin Laden was just killed?
Oh, that would be. If I had a time machine, okay, so you put me
So
in that
cool.
movie. You're like, hey Dan, when do you want to go back at midnight? I get transported back to the exact
Like
minute.
November 18th, 2010.
No. The exact moment I learned that Osama Bin Laden was killed, and then I get to announce it to everyone.
But you spend the whole day just going around to different Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And you go, attention, everybody.
Hey, liberals! Guess what? We killed your king.
It's funny how nowadays that statement actually makes sense, but even in 2012, they'd be like, huh?
Yeah, what?
Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? We don't like him.
I don't feel like we didn't really call them liberals back then, right?
No, I think they did.
They did?
I think liberals.
I looked at
has been
Lewis
around
as
for a
if
long
he's
time.
like 75
I
years
think
old.
Democrats was used a little more. But now
Yeah,
people
the
say
Dems.
liberals and the left.
Yeah, the left.
The left.
And the left, you know.
Yeah, progressives. I don't identify as a liberal. I'm a progressive.
Do you know now every single
Like Flo.
iPhone comes with a downloaded gender studies textbook on it? Do you fucking know this?
Do you know that?
Do you know that to use an iPhone in 3 years you're gonna have to know Mandarin?
We're in like a post climate change world where you're literally podcasting from like 50 feet underground because it's the only place cool enough.
Yeah.
And you're like, they're trying to teach our kids about gender when they should be teaching them about checkbook.
Yesterday, I was fucking killing a family for water, and then I fucking see this fucking potato head. It's not even Mr. Potato Head anymore.
It's just Potato Head.
The water's so salinated, I can't even drink it. And if
He's a man.
Yeah.
He has a dick.
Yeah, as my wife was getting clobbered by a polar bear in the Sahara Desert, I thought to myself, how dare they teach people about the Civil War?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this polar bear is fucking probably non-binary, you know, killing my wife.
Yeah, polar bear, is it gay?
No, it's bi.
So easy to have one of those podcasts.
What podcasts?
Just one of those kind of like Rogan kind of podcasts where you just bring up facts from the internet that like could never be true. Right. And you just bring it up to anyone who comes on the podcast.
Right.
You're like, can you believe that? And everyone's like, no.
No,
I can't.
I don't care either.
Yeah. Because some people believe it but say they can't believe it, and other people's like, I actually don't believe that.
What's the thing?
Just like anything.
Having Jordan Peterson as a guest on your podcast.
But then mostly just saying shit like, "Oh, did you hear that? Like you have to be trans to go into a soccer locker room now." Like,
I can't believe they're doing that.
Yeah, like, it's like
what? I can't go into a soccer locker anymore.
And then they look. Yeah, and then they look it up.
I've always tried to go into a soccer locker.
That's my favorite part. Is they don't care, but then they look it up and then they're like, "Oh, okay, that's." Yeah, it's actually a lie.
Yeah, I didn't actually.
Or they never say it's a lie. They're like, I actually can't find anything on that. And then Joe's like, I don't know where I saw that.
Or it'll be like a dumbass anecdotal. I was listening to a clip where he was talking to a guy, and the guy told a story about going to a coffee shop, and he said, I'll have this, and my wife will have a cappuccino. Which, first of all, what a weird fucking way to order a coffee. Like, just say, I'll have a coffee and a cappuccino. We don't need to know who's getting the cappuccino. It's one order.
My wife.
I'll have a coffee, and my wife,
who's a female,
my female wife will have a cappuccino. And then he was like, and the person behind the counter said, "Oh, you mean your partner?" And then they had like a 20-minute conversation about how this is, and it's like, first of all, that it's the way that you ordered the coffee is wild. Obviously, what that person said was wild, but you're using that to like be like, this is everyone on the left thinks that you shouldn't be able to use the word wife if you don't want. It's like this is such an anecdotal specific insane interaction you had with a person.
It's also like, how old was that person at the fucking counter? 16? Were they the kind of person that would say just random like pointless fake activism statements like that? Probably. Were you talking to a child?
Right.
I have been saying this on stage, but I hate when people use the word partner. Like, I'm not a fucking lawyer, okay? It's my husband. I don't own a business with him.
Partner is a very strange word.
I guess maybe it's the gender neutral term.
No, it is. But you could have hey, how about this for gender neutral? Lover.
Yeah, lover is cool.
Let's make it lover.
Lover is
I don't
cool.
love my lawyer partner.
You call him fucker.
Yeah,
this is my fucker.
That's my fucker.
This is my
here.
chuckle fucker.
You little fucker.
You should call your girlfriend your chuckle fucker.
Yeah, this is my chuckle fuck girlfriend.
Little fucker.
Make her laugh. She'll do anything.
It's kind of funny to look at the person you love and just being like, little fucker.
Yeah, what's up, fucker?
Hey, look at that fucker over there.
No,
what
but you should just be able to call whatever you want, as long as both parties are cool with it. But what I'm saying is, devoting 20 minutes of the podcast to that is just the stupidest. And not as like, wasn't that person weird and crazy? It was like, and this is what the left is. And it's like, no,
well, that's what I don't understand about it. It's like you're talking about a specific person. Like that person sounds annoying.
Yeah, that person sounds annoying. That sounds like an annoying person. I agree.
Sounds insufferable. Also, I mean, I guess I would say it's the problem with everything is that we put it into two camps where it's like Republicans just want everyone to have a gun and kill each other. And it's like, no, you could be a Republican and also not want people to have guns.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's not one of they want all the babies to be born and then they want to shoot them in the fucking forehead.
No, it's the stupidest fucking thing in the world. But it's the way that we're all forced to think now that everything's clickbait. Like, every single thing in the world is clickbait. And I think it really has warped our minds and polarized us in a way where, like, you just can't. People are like, I can't even talk to a conservative person anymore. And it's like, you can't talk to a conservative person? What do you mean?
That really just means it's like, I get so mad.
Right.
I can't. It's like, well, I'll tell you one thing. We're not going to get anywhere if you get so flustered.
That's the less version of like, dude, when I get in a fight, I just see red. I just go.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. I also like when people just make statements that have always been true on Twitter where they're like, you don't have to talk to your family members. And you're like, just don't talk to your family members. Stop trying to go viral. Right. What do you talk? Obviously, you can fucking do that.
I really hate that argument too. People say that all the time, and they're like, "How dare you continue to have them in your life?" I'm like, are they gonna change their opinion because I block them on Facebook?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, all that's gonna do is make those people less accepting towards anything you
right.
have to say.
It's gone away because now that everyone is like completely perfect now, like on Twitter, everybody's so perfect on Twitter. You have to start going against your family members as though like you yourself don't have a ton more to fucking work on.
Yeah, it's not solution based at all. It's building an army.
Yeah,
it's not fixing yourself. It's like when people are depressed, so they just move to New York, and it's like you're still depressed. You changed nothing.
God, that
about
happens
yourself.
all the time.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
rich people when they're depressed, they move to New York. Yeah.
But it's also like if someone needs to get sober or something, they'll just move to Austin, Texas.
Yeah, well, that makes Austin,
it's
Texas
anyone
is
who
very
needs to make a
expensive now, too.
lifestyle change,
Right.
Or like has like a very serious flaw in their personality.
I don't like those motherfuckers. I like people who need a lifestyle change so they move to like Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Like that. Those are my people.
Because they're like, I don't want to be cool anymore.
No,
I
fuck
tried to
that.
be cool. I lost my mind.
Yeah, I lost my mind. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be happy now.
It's also New York is a hilarious city to move to be like, oh, I feel so sad. It's like New York is known for making people sad.
Right.
It's its biggest commodity.
Right.
Is that you go there and then you become sad. But that's also like why it's cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm going to New York for the month of August, and everyone keeps telling me that I'm going to have a horrible time.
Who said that?
I don't think that's true.
My
at all.
doctor today,
Well, he said that.
Lewis,
He was injecting you with prep, and he was like, "Don't go to New York."
injecting me with
No, you're
prep.
going to stay out
It's
till
not
like
gonna work
6
there.
a.m. drinking and shit. It'll be
He was
fun.
beer bonging the prep into your mouth, into your esophagus.
He was butt chugging prep out of my hole.
Yeah.
Boof and prep.
Wait,
He's
he
like,
was.
Yep, that's in there.
He was. Just to check it.
Yeah, I was defecating in his mouth.
It's like an oil change where you have to take the old prep out and put the new prep in.
I was like, is this standard? He was like, yeah.
Yeah, this is how you have to do it.
Yeah, that's a fun version of butt chugging because butt chugging usually means taking shit into your ass, but you're
No.
talking about he's drinking shit out.
Well, you have to drain
he's a
out-
true butt chugger.
You have to drain out the
only
old
chugs
prep,
things
yeah.
from butts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and boy, am I glad I had a kale smoothie. Slipped right out. No, because it's smoggy in New York in the month of August, I guess, and humid.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
I think
mean,
I'm
the
gonna
we-
have a fun time.
The weather there sucks, sure. But
Doesn't
also,
the weather in New York is just always well, it's not always bad. I was there last November and it was great. But yeah, it's not gonna be great. But also I was in Phoenix 2 weeks ago.
I was too. Wait, where were you in Phoenix?
I was there the week after you.
Oh, the week
you
after
in
me.
Phoenix?
Yeah, I was there
Where
and then
were
you
you
were
there?
there opening for John.
Why were you there?
I was there because I just gotten fired from my job and I went to help a friend from AIDS Life Cycle paint a mural.
Oh, cute.
And he paid me.
How
And
did you
cute.
help him? You do like the background? Can you paint?
No, I was like, why are you paying me to help you with this? Because it's not something I know how to do. And he's like, we'll figure it out. And I just literally, he did this massive, I think it was like,
Of a cock?
no, it was a lion for a public school. I think it was like 60 feet by
And
like
you're outside for
60.
this.
It was 110 degrees every day.
Jesus Christ.
It was the most brutal thing I've ever done. I had just done AIDS Life Cycle. That was easier. Just biked from San Francisco to Los Angeles. So easier than living in Phoenix.
Yeah. It's so funny because people move to Phoenix to like, and a lot of them are like, we fucking love freedom. Like, we're moving here because we don't like liberal fucking bull. And it's like, you live in the most oppressive place in the entire. Do you know what's more
Arizona's
oppressive
crazy.
than like liberals living in your town? 150-degree days.
The worst part is not that it's 115 degrees during the day. The worst part is that it's 110 degrees at night.
Yeah.
I was sure, I was like,
No.
oh, it'll cool down. It just feels like you're standing in front of like a hot air blower at night. It's horrible. In Los Angeles, you'll get high 90 days, but always at night, it'll at least be like, high 70s, low 80s. It'll cool down significantly.
Those are places where having a big AC is a flex.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
In Arizona and Texas, people are like, look at this fucking unit I got.
Yeah, how sad that's the thing that you have to be proud of.
Yeah. I was talking to a guy while golfing, so I got paired up with this guy. And he was he worked with geology and climate change. And he was saying that, like, you know how, like, they found out about the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs because there's a rock layer that surrounds the entire Earth made of ash and shit?
Sorry, say that again.
So, like, they found out that the meteorite killed the dinosaurs. They found out that was a real thing because all across the world there is a layer of rock that's comprised of ash that
that was actually for me because I fucking burned one down.
Okay, I mean this was about 165
What was their
years ago.
name?
What?
You said they found that out. What was their
I
name?
mean a team of many scientists.
Oh, it was one. It was
what
many
was the
days.
team name?
Yeah.
The Bengals?
Okay.
it
I
was
you're
the
saying
Cincinnati.
it was one. I thought it was one
the
day.
Cincinnati scientists?
Yeah, it was the Cincinnati
Okay.
scientists.
The
But
Cincinnati.
anyway, now apparently there's like geological evidence like of climate change you can find like in the rocks, other than just like I don't know, whatever fucking shit happening. But it was funny because I was asking him, I was like, so I was asking him dumbass questions because he's smart. So I was like, is LA gonna be like uninhabitable in like 40 years? I'm like, what's gonna happen? He's like, nah, it'll just be like Phoenix. And it was like such a good bad answer where I was like, oh man, I already didn't care enough before, but now you said it was going to be like Phoenix into my head. I was like, I can deal with that.
No, but that's the thing. That is uninhabitable. No one in their right mind should live there. You're suffering.
I know, but
day.
I'm talking about that compared to mass flooding.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I'm talking about like this being underwater versus like, fuck, it sucks here.
But that's even more scary because it's like that's kind of I can sink my teeth into that idea, and it does sound bad.
It sounds bad, but it doesn't. But you're still alive.
It's like everything bad. It is the frog being in the water that's slowly boiling. We're like waiting for this catastrophic event to be like, oh shit, now we got to leave Los Angeles. But no, it's just gonna be like every year it gets 5 degrees hotter, and then we're like, oh, this.
That's why you guys should start
miserable.
smoking, because you can die around 60, which I think is when shit's gonna get real bad.
Oh, interesting.
That's my plan.
I'll be alive when I'm 60, and I'll be fucking lifting weights.
Have a good time. Die around 60.
I'm about to get. I'm about to do keto, and I'm about to look so good.
Don't do keto.
Why?
Don't do it.
Why?
It's
I love doing
stupid.
keto.
Don't do
Grow up.
keto.
Grow up.
I did keto for a year during quarantine, and it was the best I've ever felt.
Don't do it.
Why?
It's bad.
Why bald?
No, I
Is
don't
it like
know.
bad for your system?
Is it bad
the
for your
long run?
system? I mean, that hasn't been proven. It's just not sustainable, and I think it's a form of crash dieting that I just don't abide by.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
For how long?
A few months.
Did you like it?
No.
Damn, but you did it for a few months.
Did it for a few months. Well, I mean, I liked
What
it when
would
I
you
was
eat, like
I liked
hot
it when I was
dogs?
doing it, but then I found it like create a really unhealthy like eating cycle in my mind, and you're just constantly thinking about like the food that you're putting in your body and all that shit, and it's just I think for a normal person who doesn't have a lot of money, I just think it's like an unsustainable form of eating, and I think that ballooning back up when you get off of keto is a real common experience.
I think just like someone who's a little more neurodivergent than you, as myself,
Sure.
working with limitations is helpful for me.
Oh, interesting.
Like I like that it's like you can only like this is what you have to work with. Do what you. It's like I'm on Drag Race.
But what
you
if
know?
you just
Right.
like
They're like you got
now when you
got-
say you're more neurodivergent than me, now my
well, you
basis-
said more for normal people.
oh,
and I'm
I
not
see.
a normal. Sorry, one thing about me.
You ain't normal.
I ain't normal.
You're just a little different.
But what if you just what if you just picked like a large swath?
Does
of
not
healthy-
understand basic science.
If you just picked, what if you just picked like a large swath of like healthy foods?
Yeah, that's
Where
that's
you were like,
what
if I'm
should
gonna have
do.
a salad, I'll have like mixed greens and spinach salad.
I just-
and then I won't put ranch.
Okay,
on it
the
or
fact
whatever.
is that I don't know how to give up meat and cheese.
Yeah, that's the issue. So
you
you
don't
should.
have to.
Yeah, you
I'm
should.
not saying you have to. You get a chicken thigh, you put Tony's seasoning on it, you make a mixed green
Well, you should
salad.
do because
you have
it's.
a carb.
Here's the thing about keto is like everybody's like keto is difficult. And it's like yeah, it's difficult, but it's also in a way incredibly easy because most people don't have to confront their actual bad eating habits when they're on keto. Like you don't go, oh, I'm gonna learn how to eat a little bit less of these foods and learn how to like curb my sugar a little bit. They're like, no, I'm just gonna eat pork rinds for every meal and shit. And it's like, yeah, that's not. Don't.
Yeah, you're not really fixing.
Dude,
the
my
problem.
brain felt good. I could bottom like a champ on keto. My stomach was so solid. I didn't even have to clean out. I'm telling you, keto is the future.
I mean, I don't know. Something about bottoming.
Everyone in 2030 is a bottom, and everyone's gonna be keto.
That's like a.
I'll be the
solid-
one top roaming the land, like fucking yeah,
People are just like
running away. They're scattering
on
like,
their hands and knees.
Yeah. They're
hoping
like
that you fuck them.
they're like sheep. Yeah.
sir, it's been 14 years
the only top in the land. Damn, that would be a really funny action movie.
like a Mad Max.
The
World-
Last
The
Top.
Last Top. We should write that.
Wandering the desert.
Yeah.
Everyone has become a Machine Gun Kelly beta cuck male.
Yeah. There's one last top.
Are we almost done with Machine Gun Kelly?
Ever since the release of his documentary and latest album.
But it's for children. That's the thing. It's for children who don't know what like being edgy actually is.
Yeah, he's
so
just
they're
been
like,
around for so long.
no, well, he hasn't been around in the way he has in the last 2 years for a long time.
I didn't know about Machine Gun Kelly until he was dating Megan Fox.
There you go.
He's been around for like 10 years at least. But he was like just
he's got to be around longer than. Is he only 11?
Oh.
Wait, what?
No, I mean famous.
Oh,
you know
okay,
that.
okay.
He's been famous-ish, but like I remember hearing about him when I was younger because he had one big song, and then he was famous for like being a hot guy and for like.
Is he hot?
Yeah, he's like a hot guy, and
Do you think he's hot, Lewis?
He's gaunt.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I almost viewed him as like a Fred Durst type. He was like a gross white rapper, but then somehow now he's like cool.
Not gross. No, he was like very much a Lothario. Like he was known for being a playboy. Like that was his big thing.
I just remember a thing of him like spitting a fireball into a girl's mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
it was stuff like that. It was like very sexual stuff. There was like
The liquor? Fireball?
yes.
Okay.
Not-
I didn't
not
know if you
a
meant like
fire-
some stunt where he
That
like
would be-
spit like a fireball.
I could see where you would think that.
that would be cool.
But that was a earnest question.
That was
I
Ernest
wasn't
goes
trying to
question.
throw a joke in there. I wouldn't do that. I don't know how to.
Yeah, you don't know
Hey,
how.
come
to.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to learn.
You're just a little
Come on,
baby.
Don't do
Teach
that.
me a joke, please.
Teach Matt how to tell a joke.
So like first off, you notice a real actual problem in the world.
Too many hot girls.
Yeah, so usually a great joke starts off with attacking a certain group.
But I'll say this about Machine Gun Kelly, and it's a thing that's happening with pretty much every celebrity. Is I think you realize how much money you can make by being polarizing in a way, and then you make that money in whatever way you can. So, like, the decisions that he's making and that like most people are making in their careers now who are like mostly online famous people are dictated by like what gets the most clicks and stuff, which everybody knows that obviously, but it requires you to essentially be annoying.
Yeah.
It's like Jake Paul is that rich because he annoys us.
Yeah.
It's not because we think he's cool or we love him.
No, it's like a worse version of Howard Stern. It's like less entertaining.
I mean, it's so much less entertaining than Howard Stern,
Fast.
but
I never knew about Jake Paul until he did something that people didn't like.
that people didn't
The
like.
Japanese
It's the way that they.
funeral cemetery thing.
yeah.
I was talking
That
to
was
someone,
Logan.
and it's like they're.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
But I mean, Jake did benefit from that too. That's why it's cool that
Totally.
their
They
careers
both
are
do their own
inextricably
shitty
connected.
things.
But it's like people wonder, oh, why did you do that? Why? And it's like it gets so many views and clicks and followers to do those sorts of things. And we've seen, even if you do something that's unpopular, even like in Machine Gun Kelly's case, where like, you know, Eminem makes a song about you that's like pretty vicious, it's good for Machine Gun Kelly because it's all about what gets clicks, even if it's negative.
All press is good press.
DaBaby beat the shit out of this guy in this really embarrassing way, and I think it was like a Chanel store, and like it's one of the funniest videos of all time. It's crazy that it's real, and it's crazy that it didn't get out more, but it's this guy is like making fun of like DaBaby, and it's like, hey man, I'm like, fuck you, like I bet you won't fight me right now. And then the next clip is the guy on the floor with his pants down. Like DaBaby beat the shit out of him so much that his pants fell off.
Have you seen the? I'm sorry, unrelated, but have you? Or you can.
Oh
finish
yeah,
it.
let me finish this.
Okay.
And the guy posted in like kind of like a weird. It's like, come on, man. But he was like, I got 200,000 followers from that.
From getting
The shit beat out of
Oh,
you.
that guy did.
Yes.
Damn, I can't wait till I see.
And
DaBaby.
obviously DaBaby gets more followers too. So it's one of those things where it's like people think about like publicity and stuff in the wrong way. It's like it's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's about are you right enough that you're not downright evil and actually getting like opportunities taken away from you, And are you wrong enough where this is getting like fucking, notoriety?
Yeah, that's
I hope
why
DaBaby beats the shit out of me on camera.
That's why
That'd be cool.
Megan and Machine Gun
He's
Kelly.
so much smaller than you.
Like
I thought it would be awesome.
Like every 2 weeks, Megan and Machine Gun Kelly come out and they're like, "We drink each other's blood," and everyone's just like, "Nobody fucking asked."
We don't care.
Like nobody.
No, but actually, everyone is like,
Yeah. Homina. Yeah. No one. But that's the thing. It's like both of them want to keep their careers relevant without having to produce anything, and that's exactly what they're doing, which is good. Like that's what production is now. It's like producing these weird narratives around your life and not having to add anything to the fucking like conversation.
Okay,
in a real way.
Is DaBaby actually a baby?
Yeah.
No, he's a grown man.
No. That's the thing. He looks like a grown man, but the whole interesting thing about him is that he's actually. I think now he's like 14 months old.
Holy shit!
No, he has children. He's a grown man.
No, he is. Those are just his friends.
So that video, it's literally a baby beating someone up.
Yeah, it's a little baby.
The kids that he has are
up.
actually older than him.
This is new information to me.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
It's crazy.
I really have no idea.
No wonder he didn't understand HIV or AIDS. He's just a baby.
He's just a little baby. Why would he know about that?
That is so mean that people would want to not have him perform.
He's learning shapes, and you expect him to know about AIDS?
Yeah.
He is just a little guy.
He's a little guy.
He murdered a man in Walmart.
Free DaBaby.
It was self-defense.
Put him back on the Dua Lipa track on the radio.
That one was okay. I support that one.
Matt, what's something gay that you've done recently?
Be honest.
Be honest?
Be honest.
Be honest. It's not gay. I installed a ceiling fan. I'm running out of gay things.
That's
that
pretty
I can
cool.
do. I know, but is it? I guess I queer-eyed the shit out of my place. I installed a ceiling fan. I installed a really cool lamp in my bedroom. Have you guys seen it?
How'd you install it? Like it's in the wall?
Yeah, I mean, I taught myself electrical on YouTube, and I took out the current light fixtures, and then
Whoa.
That's really cool.
Installed
it's big
them.
dick stuff.
Okay.
I got on a ladder. I used tools.
Wow. How exciting is that?
It's really fun when you turn the power back on and it actually works.
Yeah, that feels like that does seem exciting.
It is a really bad feeling when you turn it on and it does not work.
Yeah.
Cooper, anything bi going on?
I went to my friend's birthday party last night. I had 4 drinks and then decided to go home at 10:30 before getting too drunk so I could wake up on time.
Great.
So I got to have fun and then not stay up too late. So I got the best of both
Okay.
worlds.
Any hot guys at the party?
No.
Any hot girls at the party?
Just the girl he's dating.
There were a couple attractive women.
Is the
Couple
person that
attractive
you're
women.
dating, were they at the party?
They were not at the party.
Would they be cool with you saying that there's a couple attractive women at the party?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure.
Let's give him a call. Matt, get him on the phone.
Yeah.
I can give them a call.
All
Doop,
right.
doop, doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop.
See what they have to say.
Yeah.
Hey, is this Cooper's girlfriend?
Oh, it must be you, Robert?
No. This is Matt, but is this Cooper's girlfriend?
Do I sound like a woman to you?
No offense, but yes. Gender is on a spectrum.
Is it not a spectrum?
What the F?
No. Well, F for female. She hung up on me.
Who was that?
I thought that was the girl you're dating.
Yeah,
No,
he thought
that-
it was the girl
no,
you were
I don't
They
dating.
thought I was Robert, so clearly they don't know who I am.
Did you type in
Wait.
a random number or just somebody that called you?
I typed in my phone, girl Cooper is dating. Right? Isn't that their number? They're from Sharon, South Carolina.
Yeah, they are from Sham. Yeah. Oh, and their name is Scam Likely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's my girl's name, Scam Likely.
Scam Likely.
That's my Scam Likely.
That's a great drag name.
Literally someone yesterday, I said that was my drag name yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
Scam Likely? Isn't that so
Scam
good?
Likely
Likely's
is
great.
so good.
It's so
It's
good.
really good.
Oh, that's so fucking good. It's almost as good as Crystal Leah.
Crystal Leah is so
That's the
good.
name
Yeah.
of a famous
Tucker
abuser.
Carlson
wait,
is
what?
also...
It's the name of a famous groomer and
No, it's not.
borderline pedophile.
No, it's the
No.
name of Tig Notaro's body double.
No, that's Crystalia. You're thinking of Crystalia.
He's
What
talking
did you
about
say?
Crystal
Leah.
Oh, that is a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I remember this
Crystal Leah,
Yeah,
which
Crystal
Dan
Leah.
coined. One of the best drag names.
Tucker
Tucker Carlson. Also,
Carlson's also awesome. But that's just his name.
But like
But-
Tuck her.
Yeah.
Tuck it Carlson.
No, well, Tucker is.
Or you are a Tucker. That's a
I
way to
don't know.
describe you. As
There
you,
has to
you
be a way
tuck.
to make it more funny, but yeah.
Tucker.
Tucker Carlson with SIN.
That's great. Something straight I did. I've been biking, and it's very dangerous and high risk, and I think that's a very masculine
you
thing.
should
to do.
knock
I got a
that
bike.
off.
It's a very straight.
Did I
thing.
tell you about the bike I got?
No, what is it?
Okay, this is more gay. So on Craigslist, I found a bike
I
that
know
was
this,
like
yeah.
on sale, whatever. They're selling for $300. I call the guy, and I was like, "Hey, it's Matt," and he goes, "Oh, Matt." He's like, "How did you get my number?" And I was like, "I'm calling about the bike," and he goes, "Oh my God, I'm an what's the word? Aesthetician? What?
Aesthetician?
No, anesthesiologist."
Oh.
Come on, guys. Okay, so he goes, "Oh my God, sorry, I'm an anesthesiologist, and they just had this intern come in named Matt, and he's so annoying." And I was like, "How did he get my number?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's not me. I'm just calling about the bike."
Right.
And then we just start laughing and joking back and forth, whatever. And he's talking to me about the bike, and he's like, "What are you using for?" And I didn't drop AIDS life cycle, not thinking anything of it. He hears the word AIDS and immediately is like, "I'm gonna give you the bike for free."
Whoa.
It was a $1,200 bike.
Let me see it when we're done.
$5 fee.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, I think that biking, especially at night in LA, and taking an unnecessary risk, is very straight.
It's a bad idea.
Do you find that it's dangerous?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I was thinking about getting a motorcycle. My friend was like, "Do you
Don't.
enjoy walking?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "If you get a motorcycle, you will be paralyzed from the waist down."
Yeah,
You're
I remember.
a really bad car driver too.
Have you ever been in an accident with me?
It's a terrible way of.
No, but I have gone
Have you-
40 miles per hour on the freeway with you.
That's a bad example of me being a bad driver.
It's a good one.
I was changing the playlist.
I remember talking to a friend. It's funny that that's a measure because I remember talking to a friend about motorcycles, and I was like, "Yeah, they weave in between cars in traffic, and it's crazy they never because I've never seen it happen." So I was like, "It's crazy that they never get hit." And he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? They get hit all the time when they're doing that. It's
Yeah.
one of the least safe things you can do."
And then they get mad when you don't notice them, and it's like, I don't think about you, dog.
Yeah.
I think about people.
You're
with
Don
cars.
Draper. You're like, I don't even think about you.
Yeah, they're the dogs of the road, where it's just like, just get out of here. Lewis, how was Europe?
Oh, it was great.
He said it was great, folks.
It was great.
Are you moving to Germany?
I hope so.
Whoa, permanent, baby.
When?
Maybe next year.
What's
gonna
as
happen
soon
to
as
us?
possible.
What the fuck?
Well, sorry to.
Okay, Dan has a Geico commercial that he's running late for. We gotta go.
My drag name is Derogatory.
That's cute. Derogatory.
Derogatory.
I like that. Mine's Dorito. Dorito.
All right, bye,
It's
babies.
Cooper Lyden. Fuck you.
Why are no?